All right, we're here with the one and only Maxime Bernier of the People's Party of Canada. Maxime, thank you so much for taking some time to speak with us today. I just watched your speech. It was really, really great. Now, I live streamed, and a lot of people in the comments were actually saying, I thought the restrictions are over. I thought the mandates have been lifted. You know, why are people still protesting this 3 years on? What would you say to that question as to why are we, still coming out to this day?
I think it's a good question because people don't know that they're still Canadians that are not able to go back to their job. People that decided not to take the 2 shots, unvaccinated people, and here in BC, you have nurses that cannot go back to their job. You have people working for the Canadian Forces that cannot go back to their jobs. So we need to do that fight for them. That's what we are doing. And, it's a shame because I believe that here in BC, the healthcare services is not so great. You need more people, and we need these nurses at their jobs. So the solution is to stop that, and the common sense must prevail. That's why we are here today.
Yeah, well, a lot of the nurses and doctors are saying they're struggling right now with the amount of people that are actually there to work. A lot of people think that's because of the vaccine mandates. Is that your understanding as well?
Yeah, it's because of the vaccine mandate that, people here in BC don't have great and good services, healthcare services. There's waiting time for surgeries, so we must stop that. The solution is not to have nurses coming from other countries, like the Conservative and Pierre Poilievre is saying right now. We must have nurses coming from other countries. No, we have nurses here that cannot work. They need to be able to go back to work. That's it. That's simple like that.
Now, some people think that all that is necessary or needed at this point is for the announcement of some kind of new scary variant, and things could come back just like that. Do you think it's possible that the restrictions, the mandates, it could all come back at the snap of a finger should there be some sort of new scary variant?
It can come back. We're not sure about that. But what I will tell you, I'm more optimistic about it. I don't think it will come back because we were able to change the public opinion. Remember, when we did our first rally, when I did my first rally in Montreal, we were a tiny minority, and we after 2 years, the majority is on our side. The majority of Canadians are saying enough is enough. We don't want another shot. So these establishment politicians are doing politics based on survey and polling and focus group. They want to be re-elected. They want to be re-elected. So they look at the polls, and now we have the majority on our side. I don't believe that they will come back with other mandates, that because the population is not there anymore.
So do you think the number of people who are learning about the need for freedom in Canada has grown because of COVID?
I believe it is because of our freedom fighters across the country, because of the truckers, because of the Freedom Convoy, because of rallies that, extraordinary Canadians did across this country, in small towns, in big cities. It's because of that. It was not popular to speak for freedom 2 years ago. People who did it, they did it because by conviction, and they had the courage of their convictions. So now it's more popular, you have more people, that's a good news, but we must thank them, these people that were there in the beginning of that pandemic.
I guess in closing, are you still hopeful of possibly someday being able to take on the likes of Justin Trudeau and, getting him out of there, and hopefully, Canadians doing the right thing and actually getting somebody in who believes in freedoms?
Yeah, everybody wants Trudeau to leave, and I believe it will happen at the next election. After 10 years in power, now if you look at the polls, Trudeau is going down, and we are in a recession, and the inflation. So all Trudeau's policies were the wrong one for the country, and more people understand that. So I believe at the next election it will be a huge opportunity for us, for the PPC, and I can tell you that people will be able to vote for their values when the next election will come. We'll have a candidate in every riding in this country. So we are, I don't know when will be the next election, can be in a year, in 2 years, but we will be ready, and we'll do the fight. We know what I'm saying today. I'm saying the same thing a year ago, and at the first election for us in 2019 and our last election for us in 2021. We are doing politics differently based on a strong, principled platform, and that would be the same at the next election.
Fantastic. I mean, I have seen a great deal of consistency coming from you. So look forward to you continuing to, push for people's freedoms here in Canada. Where should people go online if they want to check you out?
Yeah, they can go on our website, peoplespartyofcanada.ca. They can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Rumble, Instagram. So I'm on social media. And if you want me to participate in one of your activities, you can write to us at info@peoplespartyofcanada.ca. So we are doing the fight, and stay strong and free. We are there for you and for our country.
Great stuff. Really appreciate it, man. Take care.
Merci. Thank you.
We all want truth. The truth will set you free.